Welcome back. In this video lecture, we will discuss Laplace transform of derivatives and integrals, partial fractions, and some problems related to the computation of Laplace transform and inverse Laplace transform. Here are some formulae. Transforms of derivatives and integrals. Laplace transform of derivatives. Lf dash is equal to s into Lf minus f of 0. Lf double dash equals s square Lf minus sf 0 minus f dash 0. In general, L of nth derivative Fn equals s raised to n Lf minus s raised to n minus 1 f0 minus s raised to n minus 2 f dash 0 minus etc minus fn minus 1 0. Laplace transform of integrals. If L of ft is equal to capital Fs, then L of integral 0 to t f dot d tau is equal to 1 by s into capital F of s. Exercise problem set number 1. Find the Laplace transform of the following functions. Now we will see how to solve problem set number 1. Consider the problem. Find the Laplace transform of sin 4t cos 2t. The product function sin 4t cos 2t is in the form sin a cos b. Sin a cos b is equal to half of sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. So comparing with that expression, sin 4t cos 2t is equal to half of sin of 4t plus 2t, that is sin 60 plus sin of 4t minus 2t sin 2t. Therefore, Laplace transform of sin 4t cos 2t is equal to Laplace transform of half of sin 60 plus sin 2t. Applying the linearity property of Laplace transform, we can write out this as half of Laplace transform of sin 60 plus Laplace transform of sin 2t. Comparing with the standard formula, this will be equal to Laplace transform of sin 80, a by s square plus a square. So this is 6 by s square plus 36 plus this is 2 divided by s square plus 2 square, that is s square plus 4. Now taking LCM, s square plus 36 into s square plus 4 and simplifying, we get s square plus 36 into s square plus 4 upon multiplying and simplifying, finally we get the answer as 4s square plus 48. So this is Laplace transform of sin 4t cos 2t. Consider the second question. Find the Laplace transform of e raised to t cos square t. See, here we can apply the first shifting property. First of all, we will consider the Laplace transform of cos square t and apply the first shifting theorem. See, we can write this cos square theta expression as 1 plus cos 2 theta divided by 2, or this cos square t. So the Laplace transform of cos square t is equivalent to Laplace transform of 1 plus cos 2t the whole divided by 2 is equal to, applying the linearity property, this is 1 by 2 into Laplace transform of 1 plus Laplace transform of cos 2t is equal to 1 by 2 into transform of 1 is 1 by s plus Laplace transform of, comparing with Laplace transform of cos 80, that is s by s square plus a square. So this is s by s square plus 2 square, that is s by s square plus 4. Therefore, Laplace transform of e raised to t cos square t. So what happens? Applying the first shifting property, every s goes to s minus a, that is s minus 2. So this is half of 1 by s minus 2 plus s minus 2 divided by s minus 2 the whole square plus 4 is equal to, taking LCM and simplifying this expression, s square minus 4s plus 6 So this is Laplace transform of e raised to 2t cos square t. Laplace transform of e raised to minus t cos 3t. Here we have three functions. We can solve this problem in three steps. First we compute the Laplace transform of cos 3t, then apply the property multiplication by t, then finally apply the shifting theorem. So first Laplace transform of cos 3t. Transform of cos 3t is equal to, comparing the standard result, s by s square plus a square, that is s by s square plus 9. Therefore, Laplace transform of t cos 3t is equal to, apply the multiplication by t property. So we know that Laplace transform of t ft is equal to minus 1 into derivative of the Laplace transform of the given function. So let us call this as fs. So this will be equal to minus d by ds of fs is equal to minus of d by ds of, our fs is s by s square plus 9. Taking the first derivative with respect to s, that is minus of this s square plus 9 the whole square upon s square plus 9 into derivative of s, that is 1, minus s into derivative of s square plus 9, that is 2s. Now simplifying, s square plus 9 minus 2s square, that is minus s square minus 9, or this is s square minus 9 divided by s square plus 9 the whole square. So this is the transform of the product t cos 3t. Therefore, Laplace transform of e raised to minus t into t cos 3t is equal to, so we have the Laplace transform of t cos 3t as s square minus 9 by s square plus 9 the whole square. Applying the shifting property, that is e raised to 8t into ft. Every s will goes to s minus a. Here s will goes to s plus 1. So this will be s plus 1 the whole square minus 9 the whole divided by s plus 1 the whole square plus 9 the whole square. So that is equal to s square plus 2s plus 1 minus 9, that is minus 8, divided by s square plus 2s plus 1 plus 9, that is 10 the whole square. So this is the required transform. Next we will consider another important Laplace transform problem. Laplace transform of e raised to minus at minus e raised to minus bt divided by t. And this can also be solved in two steps. First of all, we will compute the transform of e raised to minus at minus e raised to minus bt, and then applying the division by t property. So the transform of e raised to minus at minus e raised to minus bt. Applying linearity, we have the result as transform of e raised to minus at minus transform of e raised to minus bt is equal to 1 by s plus a minus 1 by s plus b. Therefore, Laplace transform of e raised to minus at minus e raised to minus bt divided by t is equal to, so let us call this answer as some function of s, say fs. So according to the standard result, Laplace transform of ft by t is equal to integral s to infinity fs ds. That is equal to integral s to infinity of 1 by s plus a minus 1 by s plus b ds. So these are two simple integrals. Integral 1 by s plus a log s plus a minus log s plus b, or this is equal to logarithm of s plus a divided by s plus b by applying property of logarithm and evaluating this from s to infinity. Now evaluating this limit, so this is equal to, see in upper limit we have the integration variable s goes to infinity. So the infinite limit can be evaluated as limit as s tend to infinity logarithm of s plus a divided by s plus b minus In lower limit, the integration variable is same as s, that is log of s plus a divided by s plus b. Now we can see that as s tends to infinity, when s is very large, we know that its reciprocal 1 by s goes to 0. So we are going to take common factor s from this numerator and denominator. Now for evaluation purpose, from this numerator expression and denominator expression, we take s outside. So this is s into 1 plus a by s divided by s into 1 plus b by s minus log of s plus a divided by s plus b. Now cancel. This is equal to log of 1 plus a by s divided by 1 plus b by s minus log s plus a divided by s plus b. Now in limit as s tends to infinity, this 1 by s term goes to 0 or a by s goes to 0. So this is equal to, after applying limit, so this entire expression becomes log of 1 plus 0 by 1 minus 0 minus log s plus a divided by s plus b, because as s tends to infinity, the term 1 by s goes to 0. So the first expression is log 1 and the value of this log 1 is 0. 0 minus log of s plus a divided by s plus b. And we can simplify this expression as log of s plus b divided by s plus a. So this is a repeated transform. Now see the next problem. This is the computational Laplace transform of an integral, and we apply the standard result. Laplace transform of this integral 0 to t e raised to minus t sin t divided by t dt is equal to 1 by s into transform of the function. That is 1 by s into Laplace transform of, here the function is e raised to minus t sin t divided by t. So mark it as equation number 1. So first of all, we will compute the transform of sin t. Transform of sin t is equal to, comparing with the standard result, we have 1 by s square plus 1. Therefore, Laplace transform of the quotient sin t by t is equal to, according to formula, it is integral s to infinity of fs ds. Suppose this is our fs, then this is integral s to infinity 1 by s square plus 1 ds. And what is this? This is standard integral 1 by a tan inverse x by a. So this is tan inverse of s within the limit s to infinity. That is tan inverse infinity minus tan inverse s. And tan inverse infinity is pi by 2 minus tan inverse s. And what is this pi by 2 minus tan inverse s? This is cot inverse s. So that is a transform of sin t divided by t. Therefore, this transform of e raised to minus t into sin t by t. Applying shifting property this to the set, that means every s goes to s plus 1. So this is equal to cot inverse of s plus 1. Now substituting all these results in our equation number 1, substituting in equation number 1. So the Laplace transform of integral 0 to t e raised to minus t sin t divided by t dt is equal to 1 by s into transform of this function. So the transform of e raised to minus t sin t divided by t is cot inverse s plus 1. So this is 1 by s into cot inverse s plus 1. In the next lecture, we will discuss problems related to the computation of inverse Laplace transform and how to use this Laplace transform technique in solving ordinary differential equations. Thanks for watching.